Hello everyone and welcome to Polly's Pretties. I thought we'd come tonight and I'd share some things I've been making and use them to make something. So I'm going to bring it down to the desk and explain a lot of this and then we'll go right into making. So here we come. Hope it don't make you sick. Alright, so in front of you, you're going to see some full pages and a page here that's kind of cut. So I'll show you these. We're not going to make these first, but I just cut the page itself apart. So I've been working with AI generation. And here are what I cut apart. These are bookmarks I've made. Now, they come just on a full page when you print them, and they're just like this. And there'll be some white around it probably. But these are, I separated them out because I'm going to cut them and make 3 different bookmarks. I'll show you how I'm going to do that here in a little bit. They're going to sit over here. Next, I have this big, as you can tell, save a box piece, cut into a tag shape. I'm going to leave the back this brown. Then I have 3 pages. This is also my AI artwork. There is this one, which is a lighter. It's like a creamy tan, and it's got beautiful fall imaging. We've got the dark blackish one, which also has beautiful fall imaging, but you'll see how I'm going to use that. Then we have this white one, which also has some beautiful fall imaging. And we're going to use these to make some projects, and then I have a second set of these saved out to do something else with. So I thought I'd bring you with me tonight, and we'd start on the tag first, and then we'll move to the bookmarks. So what I think I want to do is use this as my background piece for my tag. So what I'll do is I'll figure out where, I think I want this side actually. Yeah, okay. And I'm going to be using my new scissors, which are very tight, let me tell you. They are very, very tight. As far as like how they work, how they cut. Right now, I'm just going around the outside of the edge of the tag. And that will leave me this scrap piece here, which we're just going to set aside for now. Okay. I'm no perfect straight cutter. We all know this. But you'll get the gist of what I'm going for. Okay. Okay. And that piece isn't worth saving right now. Now, here's our background for our tag. I'm going to go ahead and use some glue and stick this down so it can have a little bit to sit and get used to things. I'm going to just use my lovely, wonderful Elmer's glue stick. Why? Because I like Elmer's. And lately, me and my glue have been having a fight. I'm not sure if it's the weather or what. Maybe it's just too old. I don't know. But we're just going to put our glue all over, making sure we get all the sides and corners real good. We want this to stay in place once we put it down. Whoops, that was a little much. But anyway, there we go. Get it in some of them drier areas. Yeah. Okay, there we are. Then this goes on our blue side, obviously. And I'll trim any excess that's needed or left when it's done. I am going to do some pressing with my hand just to give it a little bit of time for that glue to adhere to each thing there. Now we're going to go ahead and set this over here, and we'll pull these 2 sheets in. Let me get my glue corked up. Okay, and as you can see, I have quite a few different things I could cut out here. But I know where I kind of want to start with this. So I'm going to wiggle it through here. And each of these has an outline around it, each item that is, to show you like a guide, I guess, where you could cut. Or if it's a scan and print kind of thing you do, then where your scanner, I guess, if it has the ability, could cut. It is a light line. It's not real dark. It's kind of a cream color. And it's, like I said, these are my prompts put into a program that then does, hopefully, what I tell it. And I do plan to have these available for sale. But for now, I want to get this young lady and her wings, definitely, cut out over here. And you don't have to follow the cutting guide. You are more than welcome to cut it as close or as far away as you like, based on whatever you create with it. You can use these in scrapbooking, card making, tags, art journaling, junk journals, whatever. And I'll show you what I mean here in a minute, because I did kind of try to leave the outline on her. It's not perfect, because I'm not. But it's enough there, I think you'll be able to tell. And see, you know, how much closer you could go without it, or if you want to leave it. I just absolutely think these set of images will work quite nice together. And that we'll be able to achieve a nice object out of them. So, that's why I chose these ones. I have quite a few different ones with different names. I also have coloring pages that I'm making. And I have full-on scrapbook type kits, which I will be getting ready. Hopefully the shop will be up and running. I'm hoping December, but if not, because that's a crazy busy month for us, as it is for most, I think. If not, then definitely in January. So, and I'm just going to toss away all the little itty bits that I cut, because nobody needs those. They don't have anything on them. So, let me get around this little doodah there. Alright, here's the little fairy. And I think she looks adorable. And like I said, if you look close, you can see around the edge this little tiny tan that's there. All that little bit of tan is just the outline that tells you to cut by. And I did use it tonight for her because I thought it would be pretty. Let me see, which one do I want to go with next? I think I want this. And these I did expect to be used like cut aparts. I mean, you can use them however you see fit. Once you would get the pages, you use them however. But like I said, I did plan them as a cutout page. So, and we just fussy cut along. I wanted to show you the whole page before I decided to chop it up. Sometimes I think it's nice to see the whole page beforehand. And here we go. There we are. There's that little thing we're going to use, I think. make sure there's nothing else on there. Okay. Let's go this way so I can see the scraps a little. I think I'll cut that next. Okay, so I think I want this, which I know fussy cutting is probably boring to some, but I enjoy fussy cutting, so there's a little pumpkin we'll use, or at least I think we'll use. And I think we'll set this one aside. And yeah, I think that one. Okay. There are some images I've posted on my Facebook that I've made as well, so you could get kind of a sneak peek at some of my first workings. And then, like I said, hopefully these will be in an Etsy shop here soon. And you'll be able to purchase them for downloading and then use them in your projects. Okay, let's put that with that one. Alright, and then let me look here. I don't want that. I think I want that and maybe that. Ouch. Okay. Okay, so we got that. And maybe I'll take a couple. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. And that will probably be just enough. Okay. And again, we're just going to fussy cut around our image. You can leave part of a border, or you don't have to. The black one does not have a showing border. So that's up to you how you work with it. The black background one, I mean, sorry. Okay. Okay. If fussy cutting ain't your thing, then that's okay too. You don't have to necessarily fussy cut stuff. You can cut it out in a square and use it. You could, if you like to rip things and have the ripped image look, you can do that. There's loads of ways that you can use this. And believe me, I do mean loads of ways. And you can add ink to it and give it a darker color. You could, if it's too dark, too light, you can add sometimes paint to help shade it to where you want. think we've got the pieces that I basically want for this. So the next trick with the tags that I do, always, and I think most do, is you just trim up whatever excess might be there when you cover your tag part if you make these heavy-dutier type of tags. I like to back my tags with cardboard simply because it makes them sturdier. You never know how someone might decide to use the tag. Whether it will be something that they keep, something they pass on. Maybe your tag becomes a note, you know? It's just however they do it. Oops, couldn't get a hold of it. Now what I'm going to do is check the front and see, is there any place that the paper didn't cover? And if there is, I just gently cut it away as well. We even it up. Yes, we do. Just like so, excuse me. So here's the front of our tag, just as it is, just the base. There it is. Okay, but we're not going to leave it that way. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and punch my hole, so I know where it's at, and I don't try to put anything there. I like to come down just a little ways, and pop you go. And yeah, I use a metal hole puncher. I hate the plastic ones. I'm an old school person. Okay, now we can come in with all of our beautiful ephemera here and begin placing it down and decide what we might want to pop up and what we don't. And her, I think I'm just going to have her kind of right here in the middle. And I'm going to sit things around, well, not quite the middle, maybe off to the side a little bit. I'm going to sit things around her. I am going to use my, oh no, I'm not, because that one's empty. I'm going to get a new glue stick, that's what I'm going to do. That's all right. Got some just the other day. So, oh, you know what I could use? Oh, I didn't think about that. Get my head straight. All right, I got double-sided tape, guys. Yes, I just literally thought about it. Don't ask. It's, yeah. I just didn't even think. And that way, you're not waiting as long to see the finished products either. Okay. Youch. That one you might be if I keep doing that. I absolutely do not like to have it sticking up. Not this part anyway. There we go. Alright. Alrighty. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but I didn't. I have no idea why. Guess it was just one of those days. Good thing I have a little bit of a thumbnail left too. Cut my nails the other day, and sometimes they don't always want to work so good with the tape till they grow back a bit. I hope everyone's been having a good day and a good weekend. I almost forgot today was the weekend though. I kept trying to tell everybody that it was Monday, which, no, it's not. So, alright, now, we're going to bring our tag down. We're going to get our fingers out of the tape. I'm going to try lining her up just right there. That, I think, is right where I would like her. Yes. And the reason I'm pressing down is that way any of the tape that is on there gets adhered to the back of our tag. So here's what she looks like just so far. Now I have these little bits and bobs to move around her. So that may be something here. Let me see how I want to do this. I think I want this guy in the back, but do I? That's the next question, really. I kind of wanted to tuck that guy right there. Maybe that gets tucked that, maybe. And then, and yeah, that's what I want. Okay. All right, now that I know what I want, I can actually tape these down. Okay, there's one. Let me tape on this guy because he's an odd shape. Okay, now the reason mine look heavy, if you're looking and wondering how come you're not see-through on these, is I printed mine out on a cardstock paper, which not everybody might want to do. You may want to print it out a little thinner, use maybe regular copy paper, but it is up to you. I like the cardstock. I like the heavier feel. Get off me. Okay, I had this one. I gotta place this guy in here for a minute so I can see. Okay, he goes in and like that. All right, now this guy gets some puffiness, which means I gotta get in here and get my, should have had it out, my, yeah, what's it called? I forgot. Foam tape. Sorry. My brain just stops in the middle of sentences and I don't know which one's where. Okay, I want my old scissors for this. Okay. Yeah, I didn't throw them away yet. They're chewed up, they're ugly, but they're here. So and then one more in the middle because I hate when it sinks in the middle. Okay. Whoops. Alrighty. There we are. Okay. And if you wanted this to show up even more, you could take these and ink them with like a different color ink, and they might show up a bit more. I just figured I'd show you like a basic look for a tag and stuff, and work with this a little bit, give you just an idea, and then you can, of course, run with it your way. And if you do, please, please, please make sure to tag me so I can see your work, because I love seeing what other folks create. I really do. It just is interesting to me. Okay, let me see here. That did not work. Okay, there we are. I'm gonna put that one right there. Then we're gonna, come on, be nice. Thank you. I'm going to pop this one right here. Okay. And then this guy, I'm debating. I think I want right there, truthfully. But do I want to pop him up? Or do I want to leave him kind of flat? I think I want him flat, actually. I think I want him flat and I want to tuck him. So this could get interesting. And I think, yeah, that way. I think part of him is going to end up hanging out of the tag. So, pretty soon we'll have the tag part finished. Okay, maybe I can get this off here. Okay. Come on. Come on. You don't want to stay together. Come on. Sometimes this tape on the back of the double-sided tape is not nice. Okay. Now let me... Come on. Lift up. There we go. Okay. And let's wiggle a little bit. I'm a little afraid to pull too much here, but there we go. Yeah. All right, there we are with that. And then. Yeah, I know. We're going to go into our bowl and get some gems. And I think I want my colored gems this time. So we're going to pull these out. I'm really thinking I like the yellow. Yeah, I think so. So we are going to carefully pop a little yellow gem there. Well, big one. That's not little, that's big. And then I think I want one right here. And one right here. And I think, my dear, that is our tag, all except for the textures that you might want to put in the top to hang it. So, there you have a rather quick tag with very little hard work. And she is, I think, really cute. So, we have that one done. Let's lay her over here. Now let me show you what I was going to do with these. These, like I said, I want to turn into bookmarks. So, oops, wrong pair of scissors. I'm going to come alongside, if you see there's an edge right here, and some things stick off the edge. The things that are sticking off, for me, I'm just going to remove. Yes, it's nice if you want to use them different ways, which you can, but for me, doing a straight up bookmark, I want a pretty straight edge there. So, top, and then we're going to cut that. Well, like I said, you don't have to do anything the way I'm doing it. This is just me giving you ideas. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, so there's one cut out. And I'm just going to make all three while I'm making them. Oops. Whoa. There we go. So, whee! Paper flying. If you didn't want to wait for these to come into the shop, if you contact me, either in my Facebook group, which is Polly's Pretties Coloring and Crafting, same as it is here on YouTube, or if you have my email address, which should be on my account here on YouTube, and you email me telling me, of course, who you are and what your name is and so forth, and what you're looking to get, I could help you that way possibly, because I could just ship you them via email. Like I said, there are different ways to go about it if you want to, like if you don't want to wait on the Etsy shop and you just really want to work with these. I am also looking for people who'd like to be on a design team for me, and promote the products by making projects with them and showing people how you make the projects. Like I'm showing you tonight how I did the tag, how I'm doing these bookmarks. You do have to show what you make, and you do have to use the products. Now you can add to the products, you can add like laces, ribbons, the whole decorative thing. But if you're interested in that, now it's not a paid thing. It just means that you get the free images and stuff. I send them to you, and then you use them to create, which means you'd have to love the images. And you'd also have to say, where you got them, who created them, give credit where credit's due. All right, so let's go to the next stage, which is cutting off the branding strip at the top, and I'm going to use my quicker scissors, simply because I've had them and they're so old. And I do not throw away my branding strips, just so anybody that might ask. I don't throw them away. I use them for other projects down the line. Okay, now I want to leave a little bit. Okay, so that's probably where. Okay, so I'm going to use the quicker scissors again. Stop it. Okay, you can sit over there, thank you. And then now I do like sturdier bookmarks, however I don't want mine as sturdy as I'll make my tags, because then it might hinder the book closing or break the spine of your book when you used it. But you don't have to use these images as tags if you don't want to. You could use them however. But I did want to use these as tags tonight. So, alright, you two get to step aside for a minute. Okay, now we get a little more specific. I'm going as close as I can possibly get because I'm using the double-sided tape tonight. And these do have people who will be receiving them. So that's why I'm actually going in and doing as many as I am. Okay, there's that. Okay, where's this? There it is. Nope, there it was. Okay. Stay. Okay. And like I said, you don't have to make yours the way I make mine. By no means do you have to do anything the way I do. Now, I'm going to take my piece here, lay it in front of me, and remember that I want a border around this one. And I'm just trying to press to make sure the tape takes hold. And then I'm going to go up here and just cut the extra card off. We're going to go ahead and shape the corners. And here's the base. I'm going to put a hole in it because I will put like a tassel type design on it when I find out. There it goes. See, when I find out where I put my hole punch again. Now I am going to go into the design for this so it's down a little bit lower, as I can show you here. I went into the design just a little to get that hole in there. And then you could add things. You could add gems. They're not flat, but you could. You could add extra little things from other kits or what have you. Or if you have like stickers that go with the design you're working with. For me tonight, I think I'm going to pull some extras from the pieces I've used. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And I'm using my quicker scissors because the other scissors aren't quick yet. They kind of haven't got to that part. And I think I will use this. Alrighty, I'll move this back over here. So this is just how we're going to go about this. And of course on the tag I'll also add my fibers. But you can even use tags like that in junk journals to write on, and you don't have to put the hole in it. Or you could use it in a scrapbook or whatever else you wanted to. Alright. And let me get this little guy out. Like I said, sometimes fussy cutting to some people is the most boring part of it all. But I didn't want to just come in and have everything fussy cut already, because this isn't like a book I can just bring out and show you. Okay, so there's the two extra little pieces. And I'm going to use just a little bit of foam tape on the back. I'm not going to pop them up too crazy, but I do want them up a little bit. So there we are. Okay. And you don't have to pop things up either. Again, you know, when you use it, make it your own. You know, do and design it how you like it. It doesn't ever have to be how anybody else likes it. I think I'm going to put that one right there. And then come on. Thank you. And then we're going to bring our butterfly, I think, right up here. Yeah, that's where we want that. There we are. And that, without the tassels, of course, and stuff. But this is just one way you could do the bookmark. And these aren't up so high that it's going to be that bad. So there's object number 2. Okay, let's go ahead and do our blue background wolf next. So I know this guy's going to need a little bit of a trim up, but that's all right. We'll get there. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully these are entertaining and pretty and things like that and give you ideas. Okay. That was really weird. I don't know what that was. Something to do with this. Alright. Again, I do want a border, although I don't want a huge, huge one. And that part I want completely flat. I do. Now, yeah, that's about the size right there. And there's that one to start. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, put the hole in this again. Okay. And I am going down into the image. Pop. Alright, so far here's what we have. Just your basic background piece. And this one's pretty flat, as you can see. It's not poofed up there, so to speak. But that does not mean we're not going to do something to do a little bit of, what would you call it? We're going to add a little bit to this. And this one may have to dry as soon as I figure out where I put it. Did I put that back already? I'm thinking I might have. Oh, well, that stinks. Okay, well, we can move on with other things. Let's go with a different then. Where did I put? I gotta be careful. I have everything kind of everywhere at the moment.
Mommy?
Yes.
How long do you think for the quesadilla I'm making? I was gonna ask Dad, but he's kind of drifted off.
Try 1 minute, because you don't want to petrify it. Sorry about that. That was my daughter coming in to ask a question. Well, I was going to do one thing, but I don't see where I put it now. Isn't that lovely when you have something and you don't know where you put it? So we'll go another way. Things happen, right? You just had it too. Now watch me not find that. Okay. Okay, I can use that. Okay. Eep. Alright. Now I need a toss-away stirrer. Okay. Not that one. Woo! I don't want that. Okay, so this is just some homemade glitter glue I made. And I use it now and then to put on projects. Okay. But you'll see how I'm going to plan on using this in a minute. I'm going to leave that there for a minute. Okay. And then, where did you go today? There it is. Just grabbing a small paintbrush. I'm going to dip it in here. And let me make sure that I'm close enough you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Okay, like I said, it's just glitter glue. And I'm just going to come in to give this bookmark just a wee bit of sparkle. And I'm just picking it up. And I'm using this like I would stickles. I'm just painting it onto my pumpkin here because I've got an orange color. And I'm just going along, painting it up. And it will, when it dries, it will give the pumpkin just a little bit of sparkle. Not over ton, you know, just a little. I don't want to overkill it. And a little bit there. Now I'm going to go up here. There's some orange flowers right along here that I'm going to, let me see. Let me get this over this way towards you. There's some orange flowers, if you can see them right along here. That's where I'm going next with this. And I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to lightly go in where there's orange flowers and put a little bit of the glitter. It'll just give this bookmark a little bit of a different look instead of doing it exactly like that one. And of course I'm trying not to over glitter it because it would be really easy to do. And you want to let this dry at least 24 to 48 hours. Okay. And I think that would give it a nice little splash of color. So we'll lay this here and we'll let it dry. And I'll have my lovely assistant come clean that up here in a couple. And we'll move now to the third one. Okay, again, I do want to leave a border on it. So well, okay, there it goes. Finally. Okay, we're going to leave a bit of a border. Press everything in place. And here we are with that. Come in again. Use the hole punch. Going down into the picture. Okay, that is now out of the way. Now, we added objects here. We painted some glitter on this one. And I think for this one, what I'm feeling is a little bit of colored pencil. Aha, there they are. I was going to say, no, I had them. So what I'm going to do is bring in my bag of colored pencil and look at my little objects here. Now we're not going to get crazy, but we can highlight some areas. Okay. I think I want this one. And that one, I think. And that one, I think, if I can get hold of it. That one. Okay. I think these will be the colors I use. Yeah, I better do this. I'm gonna do that. And these are not any specific colored pencils. As a matter of fact, this is a Crazart. Actually, they're all Crazart, so there you go. Please pardon the growl. I am going to sharpen them, though. Alright, now we have our colors. All I'm going to do, I'm going to try to get it up here where you can see too. Down here, there's like a swirl that's like a kind of brown gold. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to darken just certain places with my pencil. I'm not going to do the whole thing. Okay. And I think I'm going to come up here at the top. I'm just going to lightly darken in. And I mean, I'm going very, very light-handed. I just want to give like a shading effect here. And that's all it's really for, is just a shading effect. Right, there we go with that one. Don't think I want to use any more of that. Now, there's bits of blue that are down here. There's a couple here, and a couple bits on the scarf. And I think what I'm going to do is just kind of darken them up a bit so they're easier to see. Now, I'm not saying you have to do this. This is just the way I've chosen to do this one. You may not want to do it. That's fine. Okay, come up here. I darken these in a little bit. I'm going to hit the places on the scarf. Okay. Now, last but not least, I'm going to bring in my red. And there's bits of red on the pumpkin. Now, I'm going to be real careful here, though. I don't want to darken this too much. Just kind of come in where the reddish color already was. And maybe going to go just a little bit toward the stem up here. And I'm not getting crazy. I'm not trying to bring them together. Alrighty. And the wolf's eyes are red-orange. So I'm just going to go in light. I'm not going in very dark. I'm just kind of darkening the eyes there. And then there's little dots right here that are red. I just want to bring them in a little bit more so they're visible. Okay. And I think I'm going to do one more thing here. Okay, there's one of my little rulers. That should work. Yeah. Make sure I have it all on even table in here. Okay. There's that one. That looks a little too far. There we go. Oh, okay. Gotta fix that a minute. Alrighty. You could watercolor on these if you wanted to. You could do the colored pencil. You could do marker. Anything that really you wanted to do. Oh, I lost my ruler there. Okay. I did that just because it gives it just a little bit of shading there. You would not have to. It would be totally up to you. And then I'm going to bring my pencil in. And I'm just going to give a little bit of coloring in to the area I drew. And all it will do is help show some of the red off. I happen to like red, so if you don't like red, obviously you wouldn't use red. This is just to give ideas of how you could use the bookmarks. As bookmarks, of course. All right, there we are. 3 different bookmarks and a tag already. Now let me clean up some of this mess, and if we're getting a little long, maybe I'll have to put that one off till tomorrow. Or, oh, yeah, maybe tomorrow. But this is just ways to use some of the printables that I have available. You don't have to use them this way. And like I said, this one I would leave dry with the glitter glue for at least 24 to 48 hours. Simply because you want that glue nice and dry before anybody would ever use it. But this has been just a few of them. I'll show you again. I'll bring them up. Let me bring you up too. There we go. Nice and easy. All right, so here's one of the ones. And this is the one with the red siding. You can just use colored pencil and do it, and shading in a few of the areas. This is the one where we put a couple little popped up pieces on. And again, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. And it would be really nice to have somebody put it in their book. Then last but not least, as far as bookmarks go, we also have the one that we have put our glitter glue on, as you can see.
What's up?
So I'm doing a video.
You're doing a video. Ah.
So that's those 3 bookmarks. And then again, here's our tag that we did. And this is just the background paper. Then 2 papers where we had the images that we could cut out. Some are popped up on foam and some are just flat against the objects. And then we just added a few little random gems. And of course you can put whatever kind of fibers in to tie it or however. But that's our tag and that is our bookmarks. And that's why you let it dry for tonight.
Make a mess.
But anyway, yeah, don't do that. But it didn't do anything, so we're good. But anyway, now we have 3 bookmarks and a tag. And if you come back tomorrow, I'll show you what I plan to do with the other 3 pages here. Because I have 3 more. Another background, the black one that could be a background, and also the page where it's the cutouts. But if you come back tomorrow, I will show you what I'm going to do with those. And maybe it'll give you ideas. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas. Like I said, if you want the printables, you will have to contact me right now because I don't have them up in the store. I don't have the storefront up or anything else yet. So it would be a contact me and I would send the files direct to you after payment. But also keep in mind if you're wanting to be on my, I guess I'd have to call it a design team. If you want to be on my design team, please contact me. Let me know what kind of crafts you do. And if you have a printer of your own, of course, because you would have to print them out. And we can go from there. Make sure you do leave your name, your age, how long you've been crafting, what type of crafts you do, and your email, obviously, so I can contact you back. I appreciate y'all watching, and I hope you have a great evening. Till next time, thanks, and bye-bye.